Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Cobot, and welcome back to episode 13 of Terracraft. I want to start this episode off with getting some leverage here in this cruel world. No chunks are loading. What? Am I stuck in the nether with no chunks loaded? Okay, this is bad. Well, there's a lot of people AFK online right now, so yeah. But I want to start by getting something. So I don't know if you guys know, but during the time I wasn't uploading, I may or may not have sold my mega base to someone, and that someone may or may not be Loui. So yeah, I personally think it was a very good investment, but you guys may not. So we're at Louis's base, and I sold my mega base to him for this house, which is technically co-owned by me and a less. But I actually wanted to buy this house rather than rent it, because I think it's such a worth it investment just living here. You know, just you got the potatoes, you got the bunk bed. You got this attic, which I recently have expanded to over here. Honestly, I just think it's so worth it living in this house for my mega base. But I have recently decided I do not want to own this house anymore. Although, actually, I still want to own this house. I just want to get my mega base back. So I have a little bit of an idea up my sleeve. Is that a thing people say? A trick up my sleeve. I have a trick up my sleeve. So, Loui is right now AFK, along with his other account, Barry the Bee. I have an idea. Now, this may be illegal, and I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I think I should try something. Okay, so I want to walk backwards here. This is Louis's base right over here, so if I come just over here, I want it to be a reasonable distance away from his base, but somewhere that, you know, I don't have to fly infinitely far away to get to. And these chunks are not loading. I think I might want to stage it as if it's not me, because if he knows it's me, he probably won't do this. But I think here is good, okay? I just want to get to 210. Let's find a clean coordinate. Okay, 210 minus 190. Let's go down. Let's go down to Y level 60, because that's kind of a nice number. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put the sign here. Deposit. Mega base. Deed here. Right, perfect. He should know what I'm talking about. And then, okay, so this is what? Coordinates 210 minus 190. Okay. Hopefully he knows what... Just to be safe. Just so it spreads right. I'm going to put grass here, so no one else finds it. Oh, it's already spread, never mind. Okay. Right, so there we go. It was 210 minus 190. Okay. Now all we need to do is find Loui. I think I found him. This is not him, no. It's Barry the Bee. Okay, it's Barry the Bee. Okay, does he have his armor? He doesn't. Oh, this is perfect. Perfect. Okay. Alright, this is perfect. I don't need Barry the Bee just yet, but I will, so I know Barry the Bee is at Louis's industrial area. Now I just need to find Loui. I think there's not really anywhere else he could AFK. I think there's one spot I know him to AFK, and that's the witch farm. So I'm going to check if he's there. I was not wrong. He is here. Does he have his stuff on him? He has a totem on him, so he won't die, but his stuff is in here. And his trident. That is one of his most valuable possessions. Okay, this is perfect. Perfect. Okay. I need some room to work with, so I'm just going to move this. Okay. Okay, here we go. I need to leave him a note. And I want this note to seem pretty, you know, he needs to know I need my mega base back. So, let's leave him a note. Perfect. Dear Loui, I heard you have Cobalt's mega base in your possession. I have borrowed all of your items until you give me the mega base. The mega base deed. Cool. The coords I want the deed at are 210 at 60 minus 190. Once the deed is safely there, I will return all of your items. I would check Barry the Bee too. Okay, this seems pretty friendly, and I don't want him to know it's me, though I think he probably will know it's me. But maybe I should hint that it's dust, but I have an idea. I am not who you think I am. Well, he probably thinks it's me, but, you know, just add that in for extra emphasis. Okay, I only want to take the important stuff. So, we have a shulker here. Okay, what do I need? I definitely need this stuff. He can have all this extra stuff. The trident, the elytra. diamonds. Ender chest is valuable. He always talks about needing a chest. Oh, redstone. Oh, that's so mean. I'm going to leave him with that actual redstone. But, yeah. I'm going to take his main items. But he needs to know. I mean business. I need my mega base back. And there we go. I think this is pretty much... Oh, and his things and his ender chests here. Perfect. Those are his items. Although, actually, I'm going to shuffle them over. Because now, I've got to go pick up Barry's items. Let's grab Barry's items. Loui. Nice doing business with you. I'm sorry, Barry, but sometimes things just need to be done. All of Louis's items and all of Barry's items. Perfect. Now I just want to make sure none of my stuff just slipped in there. Okay, yeah, I didn't. I'll also give him the spider eyes because who doesn't like spider eyes? And I'll leave Barry a note as well. Check Loui. Aha, there we go. Now he knows. And I don't want to mess with his AFK session, you know? Man's AFKing overnight. He's got to get his items. But now I need a safe place to store these items. I don't want to just put it in my ender chest. Ender chests are boring. So I need a safe space to store these items. And I think I know where. The Diamond Throne. Ah, in all of its glory. I think I know the perfect space to store his items. So if I break this redstone lamp. Right here. Perfect. I don't think he'll see that coming. I just want to make sure that is the right shot. I'm so glad redstone lamps aren't silk touch. That is the right shulker. Okay. Now, I'm not going to upload this video until he has seen, or has, hopefully, if everything goes well, give my mega base deed back. Because man's got to own his own mega base. Come on. Can't have someone else telling me what to do around here. I need my mega base. And hopefully, I can have this mega base, and I can have his house too. Feel like a proper supervillain. Oh, not supervillain. I'm a superhero here. I'm the one who just wants to earn his house back. I've been put out of a home. I've just, you know, got to own my place. So yes, Loui, pay up. I think it's time to tackle a project I've kind of left since day one of building my mega base, and that is the lakes. Outside my base, the lakes I wanted to have, I just haven't worked on those in a while. And I think it's time to work on them. So I want to test with one of them and see if it will look good. So let's test. So I made the first lake, or like little pond, I think I call this one. And it's really nice because I've got the sea pickles so it glows. So hopefully when I have all of them, you can kind of see how it's going to look. If I come up here, you'll kind of be able to see how it will all look like this. So yeah, and hopefully this whole place will really light up nice. So yeah, I've done the first one. And now I've got to do the rest of them. I'm going to be honest, guys. This one here was annoying to make. I needed to use stone as temporary blocks to hold the sand up. Underneath is not something you want to be looking at. Yeah. But the top looks kind of nice, so I guess it's going to be worth it. So I guess all I have to do now is the rest of it. So let's get to it. Lakes are done and they are absolutely beautiful. In my opinion, this really pushed me out of my comfort zone building these, but I'm really happy I did. They just work so well together. It's like before it looked good, but now it just looks like, look at that. I think looks alright. But this, oh, it looks so good, especially when all of them link up. One alone looks nice, but when all of them link up together, it'll look so nice. And just it really brings the patterns together. It like adds depth to the things. It's just, oh, so nice. And oh, been pushed off by some phantoms. It looks so much nicer at night as well because I've got the sea pickles, which makes it glow up. So, oh, just, you know, I'm really tempted to get a conduit. I think, actually, I might need 5 conduits, like, or 4, should I say. One in the middle, so this should, like, conduit this whole bit. Conduit for that one, conduit for that one. But I don't know if our conduit would fit in the middle, so I might have to do it, like, underneath somewhere. I don't know if that would fit, though, so... But this thing looks awesome. Now, I didn't do all of them. Number 1, because I don't think I have enough resources. And number 2, because it takes so long to do this. Not just that it takes so long, it is so unbelievably boring and painful to do. I just couldn't bring myself to do it all. Like, look underneath. It looks so ugly underneath. There's so much cobblestone needed, so much of this stuff. Oh, no. Oh, I'll not be doing this. So I think probably the next steps to do in my mega base is obviously finish all the other lakes, which I am not looking forward to, I'm going to be honest. But then also putting something at the top. Now, it was originally just going to be a glass dome at the top, and I think I'm probably still going to go with that unless I think of something else. But, you know, that's probably just what's going to be at the top. And then it's probably going to be texturing the cliffs to go, and then maybe starting on the futuristic city. I talked about around, I want a futuristic city, maybe futuristic buildings. So yeah, I mean, and then obviously I've got my mega base interior to do, this whole thing. Like, maybe expand it down this way. I'm debating whether I should just have 3 main storage rooms. I'm pretty sure I said 10. 10 was way more than I needed. I do not need to store every block in the game. I just need to store, like, you know, the main blocks of the game. I've got this storage room, which will kind of store, you know, the main blocks. And then we've got this storage room over here, which already, if I look at my FPS, it's really turning into my start space. It's really, FPS is starting to turn, going down to like the 20-30 zone, which is not what we wanted at all. It doesn't seem to bother me just because I've played on it like this for so long, so it's fine for me, but this is just 2 of the storage rooms. I think also with this room, I might consider having a second layer, and maybe, because this room's going to be identical on this side, so there'll be one main one, and then 4 of the sub ones, essentially. So then I can have room to, like, have a corridor go that way, and we can just expand in different directions. But yeah, I think that's kind of the direction I want to go with my mega base. But I've just received some very bad news. I received a DM from Loui, letting him know that he found it. Looks like, yeah, it's gone. I don't think this was the best place as a hiding spot for my stuff, or his stuff, should I say. Which, I mean, to be honest, fair enough to him. I kind of just mugged his stuff. I didn't really think about it that well. But, oh gosh. So I guess he found it. Kudos to him, though, I guess, for finding it. I need to find another way to get my mega base deed back. I mean, he said he's not keen to give it up, but, oh, I want my mega base deed. I need my mega base, because this is all his now. This is all his. All my diamonds are his. Diamond throne's his. The diamond elevator's his. And all I have left is 4 diamond blocks. 4 measly diamond blocks. So let's quickly talk about something very obvious, is how did I get all the wood for all these chests and hoppers? How did I get the iron? So the iron, I have bought a lot from Louis' shop, because of course, like, these diamonds, where's my ender chest, is not all I got in the time. Like, I got way more. I probably got up to maybe 16 diamond blocks in the gap between episodes. I mean, my shops are just masters. But yeah, I spent it all on iron, and now, like, basically until Louis was unable to stock it anymore. So I've bought him all out for iron. But how did I get the wood? So me and Louis have this sort of agreement. Is he has this tree farm as industrial area, and it breaks so often. Like, the amount of times he breaks it is just insane. So he's asked me. We've struck a deal that if I repair it every time it breaks, I get unlimited access to it as long as I bring my own bone meal. Now I have pretty much unlimited bone meal from my moss factory, so that is never really a problem. But now I have a lot of wood. But something I don't have a lot of is iron. I'm spending so much on iron, and I feel like it's time I make an iron farm. I don't want to sell this. I don't want to put Louis out of business, but I want an iron farm that makes a lot of iron. I want to be rolling in this stuff. So I came across this design by Nembon, which produces 9,000 iron per hour, and I really want to build this. And I want to build it in my industrial area, but we have a few problems. So let's head to my industrial area right now. I spent about an hour yesterday getting villagers over to my industrial area by boat. By boat, I dragged them 1,000 of blocks on the nether roof. So I got them here, and I set them up with a little breeder over here so I can actually get villagers. Oh, let's go up here. See, I've got these guys in here doing the funny business, making babies to get in there. So yeah, I should have unlimited villagers for the iron farm, and I'm not a villager. Oh well, okay, well, this is awkward. There we go, I'm out. But yeah, now I think it's time to actually build the iron farm, but, like, I need villagers and a pillager for this thing, so I really hope I can find a raid patrol nearby, or maybe I'm gonna actually have to start a raid here, maybe, like, make a custom, like, one of those tiny villagers, like, bed workstation and a villager, and actually start a raid here, before I can actually get it, but either way, I'm gonna have to get a pillager. So, I'm gonna build the iron farm, but I'm not going to be able to get the villagers in yet because I have to wait for these guys to actually make some more. So yeah, let's build this thing. Okay, so I may have messed up. When recording a replay, I may have accidentally left on my account and logged back on thinking I was recording. So I got about the ice done. But nonetheless, we have this thing done. Now, this thing looks huge, and we've just got one thing left to do, and that is get the pillager in. I've got all the villagers in. This took so long. Villager breeder down here. Oh, I should probably do a bit of extra cleanup. And in the time that it took me to do this, which didn't take that long, but just, you know, in the time, I got a new keyboard, and it is the loudest thing ever. I accidentally got the wrong keyboard, and my old one broke, that's why. So, if you hear some really loud keyboard clicks, that's why, I'm sorry. So we've got one last thing to do, get the pillager in. Right. So what I'm going to do is... Okay, there's no village there. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I thought that was just gone. Okay, so what I'm going to do is... Right, he's pacified, so he should be right ready to line up. I'm going to break the boat, and then break this. He should push him into, like, any villager, and I'm going to line him up. If that didn't make sense, don't worry. Okay, let's do this. Oh. Did that... Okay, is my thing long enough? I don't even think my thing is long enough. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay. Boom, come on. Okay, perfect. Oh, he's pacified anyway, so he shouldn't be able to attack me. Okay, I'm gonna put my other armor on, because they have thorns on. Don't ask why it has thorns. Okay, let's do this. Ready? One last minecart. I'll add another one. Let's do this. Should pick him up. Perfect. Okay, come on, pillager. It should put him on the track. Perfect. I don't know if that's the right way. It's not. It's not the right way, but it should be fine. Wait, is it? I can't tell if it is. Oh, yeah, no, it is the right way. Perfect. Oh, and the iron golem's already going in. Perfect. It's all working. Oh, yes. Okay, this iron farm is done. So, of course, I ended up forgetting two main things. Number one, to put the lava in. And number two, players die in lava. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys can guess, like, what happened here. But that happened. And also, I did figure out this really cool trick. Okay, I'll come to that. I'm getting distracted. First of all, the iron. Boom. We have so much iron. We have so much iron. Yeah, we're never going to run out of iron anytime soon. So, I may or may not change my mind about selling iron. Because, number one, I don't think Loui would be mad even if he was selling it. And number two, he's not actively selling it. He's not really playing that much on the server at the moment. So, I think there's a gap in the market for iron. So, I'm going to sell this stuff. But I don't think I'm just going to sell iron. But first of all, before I head over and make a shop, I want to show you guys a really cool trick I've been messing around with. It is basically a way to turn deep slate into podzol. So, let me just grab a few bones real quick. I don't know if we have bones here. Do I have bones here? So, essentially, what you do, and this is really cool, you go on the deep slate, and you put one moss block down, and if you bone meal the moss spreads. Now, I'm pretty sure most people know that. But then, if you place a double, like a 2x2 sapling of spruce down, and bone meal it, it'll turn that moss into podzol. So essentially, you can turn deep slate into podzol, but we can take it a step further. If we hoe that podzol, well, you can't hoe podzol. If we turn all that podzol into path blocks, and then hoe it, or if we just blow up the podzol with, like, TNT or something, that podzol turns into dirt. So essentially now we can turn deep slate into dirt, and the same with stone into dirt. So this is insane. Mojang really brought this full circle. And in 1.19, they'll take it a step further. If we put that dirt, and we splash it with a splash water bottle, or just with a water bottle, it'll turn to mud. And if we dry out that mud, it'll turn to clay. And if we smelt that clay, it'll turn to terracotta. So, I don't know if I'm going a bit crazy now, but now we can turn stone and deep slate into terracotta. Mojang, what are you doing? Okay, I'm having an existential crisis right now. But, let's do this. Let's actually go and make an iron shop. So, I have an idea, and it's like an iron factory. So, let's go and do this. I really like how this came out. This this factory looks awesome. I mean, I don't really know what I went for the windows. They kind of look like S's, but I don't know, they're there. The main thing is the front. Oh, this just, I don't know, there's something about this. It's really simple, but I just really like this. I'm proud of this. I've never done this style before. I talked really fast there. And they've got like the magnet thing holding up the iron block. Oh, this is great. So I'll give you guys a little show through. We've got out here a nice brick path with some like mucky stuff here, like mucky land. I might do a bit of work on this. I'm not sure I'm happy with this. Also, we've got to make it a better path up to Tundra. That's just kind of, you know, we can't just leave it like this. Come on. My shop just kind of plonked halfway down on the path. Sorry, Tundra. So if you come inside, I also really like how I've done the inside. So guys, actually, you know that iron farm I showed you before? That was actually really fake. I found out this trick to actually make iron blocks. If you put diorite on a conveyor belt and through a hoop, it turns it to calcite, and if you do it again, it turns it to iron blocks. That's actually the real way you make iron here, and it just gets, you know, just rammed into the wall. I don't know how it works. But yeah, we've got some iron in stock. 1 diamond per 16 blocks. I think that's pretty fair. That's about 1 diamond for 4 stacks. Not 4 stacks, sorry. It's about 1 diamond for 2 stacks, fine. I think that's pretty fair. Like, a bit more though. Maybe like 1 diamond for 2.5 stacks. I might end up changing this though. Just because, like, maybe. Maybe make it 1 diamond for 24. But for now, it's 1 diamond for 16. Bear in mind, Louis was 1 diamond for 8. So I think this is pretty fair. I'm going to also sell iron bars for 1 diamond per 2 stacks. I think that's fair. Anvils, 1 diamond for 4. Chains, 1 diamond for 2 stacks. Over here, we've got iron doors, 1 diamond for a stack. That might not be, like, the same value as that. I don't know, though. It probably is. And then we've got trapdoors, same thing. And hoppers, 1 diamond for 16. So, yeah, I mean, I've pretty much got the whole lineup here. Like, anything made of iron. I can't think of anything else made out of, like, fully iron. Obviously, there's pistons and, like, iron tools. I'm not going to be selling iron tools and armor. Because, first of all, that would just be too much. And second of all, I've got my gear shop up there in that direction. And then just selling pistons would just mean we'd come to everything. That includes redstone and wood. Which, honestly, maybe I should add. Like, who's going to be buying iron doors over pistons? But then again, I don't want to put a redstone shop out of business. So, I might leave that just up in the air for anyone who wants to do that. Got the little lanterns on the, or lamps on the side. I really like how I came up with this. I've got the lever powering it, but it's sort of like connected through this. I don't know how it looks good, or if it looks good, but I kind of like it. It's just small details. I decided not to do like a top interior up here, just because I like the typical factory, just plain on the inside, no fancy interiors. I like that theme. So I mean, yeah, there's the iron shop. I know I feel like I'm speeding through this. Something you will get on the Terracraft series is sometimes I do feel like I'm speeding through things. But that's only because I typically tend to record after I've done things. And, like, just put the clips in after. I mean, if that didn't make sense, I don't even know if that's, like... Yeah, but, like, I kind of rush the clips because this takes a long time and I want to move on to other things. So if it seems like I'm rushing it, then I'm sorry, but, yeah. But I think building this kind of brings us to the end of the episode. Although there is actually one more thing I want to show you before we end the episode. So 2 things. The first thing is spawn. I'm not sure the last time I showed you guys it, but it has really been developing over here. We've got loads going on. But if we come over here, along this path, first of all, I consider myself to get a bit better at custom trees. I've done a few of these. You know, I'm getting a bit better. I'm definitely not good. Seabean is the master of custom trees, but I consider myself someone who's getting better at them. I mean, these trees, like, you can't really say they're bad, but you can't really say they're great. So yeah, but I do really like this transition from the light path to the dark path, and ooh, scary, dark path. So down here we have the pillager village. I don't know how to say this, but I am so happy with the way these houses came out. Yes, I built these, it's crazy. I built these pillager houses. I just looked up so many building tips and tricks, and over time, I've just gone good. I think I can consider myself a builder now, guys. I don't know about you, let me know in the comments if you consider me a builder, but I just want to show off these houses. Got this little, you know, umbrella picnic area outside as well. I mean, I think I consider myself a builder now. If we just fly up and have a look at the roof, I'm really proud of what I did here. Now, this house is based on another house, but it's by no means copied. By no means did I copy it. I don't like copying buildings. That is just plagiarizing. I don't like plagiarizing. So yeah, so this is about 90% me. There's about 10% of inspiration that comes in. But yeah, not to flex, but I think I can consider myself, I have leveled up in building. So in the first house, I think I've done a pretty nice interior. Got this little nice table area with a pacified pillager. And I've utilized the invisible item frames. And I've got a crossbow and an arrow. So yeah, that's the first house. And if we come up here, we have where the pillager would be sleeping. We have Gamerstation's head up here. So if we come down here, we have the second house. Now, this one, I kind of rushed the interior. So I don't think it's as nice, but I do kind of like this interior. So again, we've got another seat. We've got like, I don't know why there'd be a tap here, but that's supposed to be a tap. We've got an arrow and the crossbow. I don't really know what else to associate with pillagers. And down here, I'm eventually going to have a pillager sitting. I just need to find a pacified pillager. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty proud of these interiors. So there's one more thing I want to show off before I end the episode, and that is my base. So if we fly just in this direction. Now, again, I am not sure how much I've shown off on the server. I kind of just do clips and forget about them once I've done. But basically, is when we reset the chunks in between us that we weren't using to 1.18, I had this really nice area in between my base here. So this is all 1.18 generation. But then we come right over here to Heavy's base, and about here, right, symbolizes the 1.17 generation. You can, like, about here, this kind of cut. And then if we come over here, I think it was literally, I'm not joking, about here. Like, there used to be a massive lake here. About here is the cut between 1.17 and 1.18. About that line there of sand to water. I'd say about that. So yeah. But if we come over here, what I actually want to show you, I'm just kind of showing you everything on the way, is I have done a bit more work on my lakes at the base. I've added a path here to link up to a little community area here. We have a few new people setting up bases here, so we thought we'd do like a nice community area here. But that's not what I wanted to show you. I'm getting distracted again. I did the first lake, and then I just kind of left it for a while. I know this is the same episode, but for me, it's been about a couple of weeks since I left this. So I did another lake, and I've realized it's so much nicer to do off camera, because doing it on camera, doing this honestly, now this isn't a joke, maybe took 3 hours to do total. 3 hours is a lot, just sit in one sitting with a time lapse. So it's so much nicer to break it down, doing it in like 15-minute sitting, especially when it's so boring, because I can't really kind of zone out with this. Some builds you can just kind of do with, for example, this path, just zone out, listen to music, just kind of, you know, just place it. But with this, I have to be placing the cobblestone underneath, I have to be middle clicking constantly. I haven't even done the coral yet, that's definitely something to do. The coral and the sea pickles, so I'm probably going to do the lakes off camera for now. But something I hopefully will do on camera, this is no promises by the way, I hope to get at least one done on camera, is the tops of these towers. So originally my plan was to have a glass orb on top, like a power orb. And then I realised, that's too simple. I want something complicated. So my idea is, I don't know if I want to spoil this, because this is probably going to happen next episode or the episode after. I'm just going to tell you guys. My idea is going to be like a laser beam shooting up into the sky. So we probably have the main beacon in the middle, if we have a beacon. I don't even know if we'll have a beacon in the middle. But all of these will have laser beams shooting up into the sky. So it'll be glass in like a ripple effect, with like a beam and a beacon shooting through the middle. So that's my plan for that. So yeah, other than that, I think I will say thank you guys so much for watching this episode. There's one thing I want to ask. On my channel, a community poll has gone live. I'm not sure if it went live yesterday or today, depending on when I upload this. It has gone live. It's basically asking you guys what length of Terracraft episodes you like. Because I think you can kind of tell, pumping Terracraft episodes out that are 20 plus minutes, it's hard for me. Like, I always just take massive breaks, and I'm just not, like, massively motivated for doing 20 plus minute episodes. So I kind of want to see what you guys want to see, what duration. If you want to see 20 minute plus episodes, feel free to say that. You know, I'm so happy to do these episodes, but 20 plus minute episodes will take a lot longer than shorter episodes, like 5-minute videos. So, I mean, I just want to see what you guys want. You can say streams. Feel free to comment on that poll saying you want me to stream the server, because I don't stream the server that much. I would be happy to stream the server while I'm doing. But, yeah, so that is it for this episode. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.